Good morning. Welcome to our last day of final life transformation series number 3. This is the last welcome. I'm welcoming you as your Sangha with a lot of gratitude, a lot of love, and a lot of light within ourselves and find the power in our dreams. So let's start. Welcome back. So how wonderful. Let's start our morning with the letting go. And thereafter, we'll just sum up the entire series. Every little book, have your takeaways, have my takeaways, or what the intention was. And right now, let's talk about the mechanism of letting go, how important it is, how imperative it is, and how it gets us to places. The question regarding mechanism is, how can surrendering be more constant? So very important because we forget to surrender. So how can it be more constant? The secret to using this mechanism more often and more consistently is, first of all, the wish to do so. As I always said, step number 1, sankalp, intention, your will, your wish, that is the most important. You have to want to be free of the feeling more than you want to keep it. Sometimes it is just a matter of remembering, and you can use some kind of cue card to remind you. So very, very imperative that whenever you feel heavy in your energy, you want to release yourself of that energy. So you have to let go. And so if you have to let go, you have to want to let go. It's just like sometimes, I don't want to say it, but many a times we like to feel victims. We like to take it on, and oh, this happened to me. Oh, you like to enjoy that idea. But the very important thing is to understand is, if we have to be empowered, we have to have light energy, not dark energy. So whenever there's heavy or dark energy, you have to release that. For that, whether you have a cue card, whether you have something somewhere written that I'm guided to release the heavy energy, or I'm always willing to release the heavy energy. Wherever you want to write whatever affirmations, cards, symbol, find out a way that can always remind you. Just make some language somewhere, some cue somewhere in your bathroom, in your study, in wherever you move your kitchens, okay, I can let go. Okay, I can let go. Another way to establish a routine is a very good start to the day by surrendering your thoughts and feelings about your expectations, to picture the way you would like it to go, and to let go of all the negative thoughts that would interfere with the day going on in that way. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कई बार हमें होता है ये करना चाहिए या दिन में ये होना चाहिए ये होगा ये ऐसा आएगा तो ऐसा हो जाएगा let go trust the process this or something highest better will unfold for the highest good of me and all around me when you have this beautiful line of a prayer of a hope this is what magic is going to be when you're praying you're being grateful and you're just being hopeful that's like letting go so again very very important to let go and for some of us, we probably can start visualizing it if we can't doing it. Maybe we can visualize that we're surrendering. Even that in itself will be very, very important because a sankalp has been taken and now you're visualizing. So even if you have not done the act, but you visualize, 50% mark is there. Then at the end of the day, sit down and surrender anything that comes up during the course of the day that you overlooked or didn't have time to pay attention to. This is called cleaning up. And most people find that they can sleep better. So in the night, if you remember, all of us have reflection time, right? We're doing the magic stone, the gratitude stone, just thinking about a thank you. And how about that time if you extend it? And those who you're doing unify, they're also sending love and light to everyone around. And they're intertwining the God's energies into them. And okay, he's this, I'm abundance, he's light, I'm light. You are doing that. So all of this doesn't take more than 2, 3, 4 minutes. How about adding another 2 minutes and just scanning our day is anyways happening in the magic rock. While scanning of the day is happening, okay, I let go of this heavy feeling. There and then you let go. You're being grateful for something and you're just letting go of something which is probably feeling heavy on you. So imagine you're letting go also and you're grateful also. So it's going to be such a beautiful cleanup process. Try and start it if that works for you. If not, then of course, best whatever way is. I feel we're already writing down so much. Another particular way which can happen is we have our journals, we have our notebooks where we can write down our successes. You might put down the goal of constant surrendering and follow it up with what the results were. So we have all written down our dreams in that dream journal. In that same journal, you can on top write, I let go of my attachment to my dream. This or something highest better will unfold for, again, the same line, for my highest good and for highest good of others. I let go. I know life is magical. With these affirmations, with these lines, there's a constant check. So you can probably do that as well. Another way is to let go of your resistance or surrender as you start the day. Reaffirm your intention to let go of all negativity that day. You also reaffirm that you're free not to surrender. After all, it is totally a matter of choice. Let go of any feeling of compulsion about it. There isn't any should. Isn't this beautiful? Here, you should let go, you should let go, you should let go. If I wish, I will let go. It's my wish. I can let go. It's my choice. I don't have to surrender. Get that very clear. Life में हमें कुछ भी have to नहीं करना है. Gratitude भी नहीं लिखने का माने है आपकी मर्जी. नहीं लिखने का माने lotus of gratitude कर लो. The idea is कि अंतरात्मा से it has to be a thank you. मैं शुरू में क्यों बोलती हूँ we should do it for 1 to 1 days because तब तक हमारी habit formation हो जाती है. There's this science which says 3 weeks, then another 3 weeks, and then another 3 weeks. You are becoming, and there's another science which says 3 weeks, then 3 months, and then 3 years for the ones which are very, very, very tough. So it depends on what we want to do, how much we want to change the wheel of life, what is troubling us, what is irking us, and just point पे हमें ज़्यादा problem है, उस point पे ज़्यादा gratitude देना and ज़्यादा let go करना. Very simple. Get that clear. बाकी क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना you know best. I have given you a few tools. How you want to use those tools in your life depend completely upon us. In my opinion, affirmations is one of the very important tools. In my opinion, writing your dreams is very important, and breaking them down into goals and then activities is very, very important. Otherwise, वो dreams ही रहते हैं. But लिखने से क्या होता है, स्पेशली अगर आप न्यू मून पे लिख रहे हैं, जाने अनजाने न्यू मून एंड फुल मून का जो कॉम्बिनेशन है, पता भी नहीं चलता कि मैंने ये ड्रीम सरेंडर किया था, and you see a couple of years later, oh my god, it's happened. So some things are very powerful. How you want to go about them completely depends upon you. In my opinion, even blessings are very, very, very important. So that's why I'd given the 3 journals. One was your reflections, whatever you were writing down, something that you want to take home, read about it, you can do that. And the other 2 were lifestyle. One was just whatever creative things come to you, and the Abhivyakti was just about your lifestyle, how you want to go about it, just for you to know how your day was. For those of you who want to do it, I'm not sure how many of you have done that. Completely up to you. Nothing is a compulsion. Now, next question is, what do you think is the most frequent answer for our resistance to surrender? हम surrender करने के लिए भी resist करते हैं. क्यों करते हैं ऐसा? Why? We think that somehow, if we hang on to that feeling, it is going to get us what we want. If we get stuck in a feeling, it is useful to look at the question of what we think we have accomplished by hanging on to it. हमें कई बार लगता है कि if I let go, इसका मतलब मैं तो wish ही let go कर दी. मतलब मैं तो इतने ध्यान से चाह रहा था कि मुझे ये मिल जाए, मिल जाए, मिल जाए, और मैं let go करी तो मिलेगा ही नहीं. अगर मैं hold करता रहूंगा तो मिल जाएगा. But जब ऐसी thoughts आती हैं, सबसे important है, please ask yourself a question कि मुझे इसके साथ लटक के attach होकर क्या मिला है अभी तक? What have I got? We will always find that we have a fantasy that it will have some effect on some other person and change their behavior, attitude towards us. If we let go of that, we become willingly to let go of the feeling. 90% किसी को please करना चाह रहे हैं हम, या हमारी कोई fantasy है, this is happening, that is happening. So if we just see that, अपने आप हमारा shift हो जाएगा, अपने आप we will want to let go. The next question is, if I surrender all the time, won't I become passive? On the contrary, surrendering will clear the decks for effective action. Passivity is often because of inhibition and a failure to see alternate ways to handle a situation. For instance, a person will say, in the conference, he got me so mad, I just sat there and said nothing. Now it's rather clear what the problem is. The saying nothing was due to the anger, and the person's picturing that the only emotional response he could make would be anger. Now, since this would be inappropriate in a situation, he said nothing. Now, had the anger been let go, the person could have been confidently assertive and stated his opinion instead of clamming up. One more thing, everyone. Please remember, frustration, anger, tension, लाइफ में कई बार आएगी, पर उसको आपको अंदर suppress या repress नहीं करना. Remember, let the feelings come up, but we should try not to express them. Before expression, we change our energy. And once you keep practicing letting go on everyday level, you'll master this very beautifully. अगर हम मास्टर कर लेते और इस इंसान की जगह पे होते, तो जब उसने ऐसा कुछ बोला कॉन्फ्रेंस रूम में कि मैं मैड हो जाता, तो मैं मैड होने की जगह आई वुड हैव बीन लाइक, ओके, ही इज सेइंग दिस इज हिज पर्सपेक्टिव, इट्स नॉट माइन, व्हाई एम आई लेटिंग हिम गेट ऑन टू मी. वो उसका नजरिया है, आई नो दिस इज नॉट माय ट्रूथ. इफ वी आर कॉन्फिडेंट कि हमने जो किया है वो सच है या अच्छा है हमारे पर्सपेक्टिव से, तो कोई कुछ भी बोलेगा, will that make me mad? For example, if Ruchi or Pratima ji tells me something, Prachi didn't like this series much, or didn't care for this, or this is not what you explained well. Now, if I'm taking it in a way that they are guiding me, then I'll say, oh, thank you so much for the validation. Next time I'll ensure that I'll work on this. But if they say, it was really crassy, very crappy, and it just didn't work well. Now, if I'm insecure, not confident of my content or the way I did it, then I will like, oh, how dare they, man, and this is what I get in return at the end of it. Now, if I get angry, I've lost my marbles. But if I think about it, कि उनका नजरिया है, I gave my best. Maybe my best wasn't best for them, but that's their perspective, and they have all the permission to do so. Then I will just center balance align myself, and I will say, but you know why? I did this because of this. So then I'm doing a buy-in with them. Either they understand my point or I understand their point. Always remember, लड़ाई झगड़े से या किसी reaction से कभी life में कुछ नहीं मिलता. If we start letting go at a grassroots level, we'll become cleaner in our energy. There'll be no bottling up of anything, which we have been doing so far. So जो हुआ सो हुआ, but the best advantage now is whenever we start, jab jaage tab savera, whenever we start, the old conditioning, the old programming, the old beliefs, the old oppressed, suppressed emotions can all be cleared now. जितना भी ओल्ड बैगेज था हमारा वो अभी भी क्लियर हो सकता है लेटिंग गो से. धीरे 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 पड़ते साफ करनी है, बहुत धीरे से. दिस नो हरी. आज जितने भी साल हम आए 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 80 years, we have lived life with a particular conditioning. बहुत धीरे धीरे, let's clear it very slowly. There's no hurry. Next question is, in therapy I learned how to express anger, and I think it is a very useful thing. Do I have to give it up? Now, if you look at anger, you will see that its basis is almost always fear. We get angry because we have been threatened. The threat arouses fear. The fear means we feel that we are unequal to the situation. Anger biologically is like swelling up to intimidate our opponent. Anger is coming from weakness rather than strength. The person who has surrendered is therefore relying on strength rather than weakness. The person who has surrendered does not have to fall back upon anger to handle the situation. Also, anger cannot be counted upon. In addition, it has many destructive effects. For example, it is running you instead of you running it. So let's understand all of this. अब by now हमें पता है कि गुस्सा क्यों आता है, जब डर होता है. डर किस बात का होता है? या तो मेरी इज्जत घटेगी, या मैंने जो बोला है वो नहीं होगा, या जो मेरी इच्छा थी वो नहीं होगा. डर किसी बात का होता है, तब गुस्सा आता है. गुस्सा आता है तो हम हमारे there's a chemical reaction in the body. जब केमिकल रिएक्शन होता है तो हम कुछ ना कुछ रिएक्ट करते हैं. तो अब हमें वीक बनना है कि स्ट्रांग बनना है, वो भी हमारे हाथ में है. एंगर का मतलब वीकनेस. हमने देखा था ना इमोशन चार्ट में उसकी वाइब्रेशन कितनी लो थी. सो हमको यहाँ से यहाँ एलिवेट करने के लिए इसको सरेंडर करना होगा कि मुझे किस बात पे गुस्सा आ रहा है. ऐसा क्या हो गया, क्या कहीं कोई वोल्केनो फट गया? व्हाट हैपेंड? व्हाई एम आई सो एंग्री? आस्किंग माई सेल्फ द क्वेश्चंस will always help me to let go. अगर मैं उसको एनालिसिस नहीं करूंगी गुस्से को, तो मैं उसको एक पोजीशन में भी नहीं होंगी लेट गो करने के लिए. ऐसे बोलना बड़ा आसान है, गुस्सा आया छोड़ दो, फेंक दो, गिरा दो, लेट गो करो. नहीं होता. बोलने की बात है, only happens much later when we've practiced. Right now we have to analyze it and then let it go, and then find out that why are we hooking on to it? Is it doing me anything? Very important to handle a situation by understanding that, okay, I am capable to handle. Abhi tak we were becoming victims because we were letting the anger guide us, rule us. और कई बार हमने बोला होगा कुछ and regret किया होगा later, अरे मैं नहीं बोलता उस समय, I should have been calm. पर वही words की तो वही बात है, एक बार बोल दिए, you could never pull them back. So please be careful about what you're saying. We do not want to harm anybody or just spoil our vibration by saying something to somebody जो उसको शायद बाद तक याद रहे. Very, very, very important. Sometimes some things sometimes pinch and you just are not able to let go. So आप आज इस जर्नी में हो letting go कि दूसरा इंसान नहीं होगा, तो imagine आपने कुछ कड़वा बोला, चाहे उसके लिए अच्छा हो. What if it's hurting him? So be a little careful. Handle diplomatically. Now, a totally surrendered person is free to choose to express anger if they wish, but it is done out of choice, not out of necessity. अब सरेंडर करने के बाद भी अगर आपको गुस्सा आ रहा है और आप उसको एक्सप्रेस कर रहे हो, जबकि आपको पता है कि शायद नहीं करना चाहिए, तो दैट्स योर विश ना, आपने चूज किया है. बट गुस्सा आपको ड्राइव नहीं कर रहा, आप फिर भी वेंट आउट कर रहे हो फॉर व्हाटएवर रीजन यू हैव चोजन. Anger, especially chronic anger, has deleterious effects on the body and organs. So please be careful. जब गुस्सा आता है तो गुस्सा आपकी बॉडी में केमिकल हरकतें होती हैं, आपकी बॉडी में body organs के ऊपर भी फर्क पड़ता है. And research in psychosomatic medicine has indicated that repressed anger is associated with hypertension, arthritis, and a variety of other diseases. फिर टेंशन हो जाएगा, स्ट्रेस हो जाएगा, शायद अर्थराइटिस हो जाएगा, एंड क्या क्या हो जाएगा पता भी नहीं चलता. बस गुस्सा अंदर ही अंदर खाता है. इट्स लाइक एन एसिड. अगर मैं एसिड बॉडी पे डाल दूं तो माय बॉडी विल स्टार्ट बर्निंग धीरे 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 धीरे. I work very closely with acid survivors. I don't know if you've seen. Acid just starts opening your skin itself, gallowing it. गुस्सा is just like that. गुस्सा जब अंदर रहता है, कभी आपके नेक में दर्द होगा, कभी आपके हैंड में दर्द होगा. You will realize कि गुस्सा आने से दर्द भी शुरू हो जाता है, weakness एकदम. You just don't feel good about it because it's already working in the chemical reactions. So please be careful. We don't want to find our energies low, right? So let's be a little more conscious. The entire crux in this book is awareness, consciousness. If you're aware, if you're conscious, only then can we have a sankalpa intention to let go, right? Next question is, you mentioned that surrender is a natural psychological mechanism of the mind. If that is so, how come we have to learn how to do it? Such a pretty question. Although it is true that surrender or letting go is a natural mechanism of the mind, it must be remembered that the mind has multiple conflicting motivations. Whereas one part of your mind would like to be free of the tension from a feeling, another part of your mind is programmed to believe that hanging on to the feeling will somehow magically bring about some desired end. Unless one is conscious and aware and has mastered the technique, the conflicts of the mind will overrule and dominate. Basically, the technique of letting go gives you the power of choice over the tendencies of mind. Instead of being at its effect, the mind is now under your mastery. It opens up freedom and the capacity for free choice. So again, mind always works. And so we have subconscious mind, you have conscious mind. It has lots of programming. Now it has a lot of belief systems. यहाँ पर क्या हैंग करने में हमें फायदा हो रहा है डिपेंड्स कंप्लीटली अपॉन यू. मैं तो बोलती हूँ डोंट हैंग ऑन टू एनीथिंग, नॉट इवन लेटिंग गो. लेट योर लाइफ बी इजी पीजी, लेट इट बी वेरी स्मूथ. जब कभी लगे कि मुझे किसी चीज से बहुत ज्यादा अटैचमेंट हो रही है या दिस इज नॉट वर्किंग फॉर मी, लेट गो ऑफ दैट थिंग एंड ग्रेजुअली बहुत कुछ रियलाइज होगा आपको दिन भर दिन में कि ओके लेट गो ऑफ दिस, ओके लेट गो ऑफ दिस, ओके लेट गो ऑफ दिस. इट्स नॉट अ बिग डील टू लेट गो. And but if you're the types who's paranoid, letting go will also be a task for you. But if the old me, I want everything to be perfect, birthdays, celebrations, anniversaries, I would cook this, decorate in a way, and it will be absolutely perfect. And everyone would be around. Today, when I know my girls aren't there for celebration of my mother-in-law's birthday, I'm like, it's all right, what's the big deal? It's fine, we'll celebrate later. Because I let go of attachment that it has to be perfect. Sometimes some things aren't. So when you let go, you feel so light. I would feel very heavy. Oh no, this is not happening the way I wanted. But now I'm so light in energy. It's fine. Everything is fine. It's my choice. It's just the way Mother Nature is. And if this is coming, it's fine. So we all have to believe in ourselves that we can choose to let go and we can be guided to let go. And let me tell you one thing. गाइडेंस भी आपकी खुद के अंदर से आएगी. अगर आप कॉन्शियस हैं, अगर आप अवेयर हैं, तो अपने आप गाइडेंस आ जाएगी. और अगर आप ब्लॉक्ड हैं, क्लोज हैं, तो आप इतनी लॉजिक की बात सुन रहे होंगे कि आपके मैजिकल माइंड वर्क करना ही बंद हो जाएगा. So let's open up our capacity of free choice. Let's always know that we always have a choice. We are always guided and our mind lets go very, very, very easily. क्या पता ये बोलने से हम मास्टर कर लें. In the spiritual world, there's a very common saying, fake it till you make it. So how about acting that, okay, I'm reaching there. So let's start acting maybe. But though I truly am a believer of practicing and then it comes our way. Next question. I have a hard time with acceptance. What do you recommend? such a thing people do not accept. कितना ही बोल दो वो denial mode पे रहते हैं, accept ही नहीं करते, especially अपने खुद के grey areas. दूसरों के तो फटाफट दिख जाते हैं, अपने नहीं दिखते. लेकिन दो चीजें हैं, अगर दूसरों के दिख रहे हैं तो वो आपका आईना है, आपको अपना कुछ दिख रहा है. सो फर्स्ट सी दैट एंड एक्सेप्ट कि मुझे दिख रहा है, इसका मतलब मेरे अंदर ये चीज है. Now the answer for this question is divert your attention to that which is really essential. Experientially, your days, some days it rains, some days it's sunny, some days it's cloudy. You can't change the rain, but you can put on your raincoat. You can be realistic and take the necessary steps to remain dry. There are many aspects of life you can't change, but you can let go of expectation or need that they are different from what they are. With observation, for instance, you will notice that there is always a war going on somewhere in the world. So, to be peaceful, it is necessary to accept that waging war is part of human nature and has been true throughout all of recorded time. Mankind has been at war 97% of the time. So, life is meant to be life, right? When you are grateful, the course of your life becomes very, very beautiful. It's like a blessing course. Fir bhi, it's life. Now, if you get limes in your life, it depends upon you whether you want to completely become sour and stale and gone, or you want to make lime juice out of that and drink it. You want to wear the raincoat or you want to get drenched in the blessings. Now you look at the rain as blessings, or you look at them as a deterrent. Oh my God, it spoiled my clothes or my this or that. Depends completely upon your paradigm. What do you want to let go depends also upon you. There's nothing called this is right or that is right. Everything is right. Your choice is right. You have chosen well with your thinking at that point of time in life. So applaud your that thing. Even if you make a mistake, it's okay to make mistakes. It's human to err, and we will make mistakes, and it's fine. We will learn from them. So nothing is bad actually in life. I realize that fear and insecurity have driven me all of my life, but it seems like those drives account for my financial success. If I learn how to surrender, will this adversely affect my income? ये सबके साथ होता है. डर, इनसिक्योरिटी हम सबको चलाती है, बिकॉज हम भूल जाते हैं in life what we really want. There's a story about this king who says कि अरे look at this these Garib people, they sleep खराटे मार के सोते हैं रात भर and they sleep so beautifully, and मैं तो सो ही नहीं पाता, मैं करवटें बदलता रहता हूँ. And the treasurer says कि रुकिए मैं आपको proof करता हूँ, and he brings that one person to him and he says okay आपको गिन्नी दी, अशरफी दी 100, and he takes one in his pocket, and now the person he's never seen a Sharfi in his life, they're very very poor. 100 Sharfi milna matlab like for generations they have money. He goes to his home very very happy and just see कितने 100 Sharfi दी. First son counts, Papa, they're 99. Second son counts, Papa, they're 99. Daughter counts, Papa, they're 99. They're like, you don't know how to count. The wife says, I will count. 99. Now she blames her husband. तुमने तो कभी देखी भी नहीं, and you've dropped one Sharfi. Now this one Sharfi means months together for food. And the entire night, the entire house, beds are here, almirahs are here, everything is helter-skelter. He goes back in the morning with swollen eyes. Like, what happened? You sleep so well. He's like, I'm so sorry. आपका वापस रखो, आपने दिया था. I lost one Asharfi. So that the moral of the story was, that's what the treasurer told the king, that when you have too much, you stop counting that too much, you count what you don't have. And that gives you sleepless nights. And that is what is happening with all of us. जो नहीं है, उसका डर हम सबको लाइफ में चला रहा है. We are so insecure कि वो चीज नहीं है. क्या चीज है उसको तो हम देखते ही नहीं. So one more thing at this point, जो है बहुत अच्छा है, be happy for that to get the next level. Otherwise, अभी ये गाड़ी है, you're sleeping over, you're being so ungrateful. जो गाड़ी है उसके लिए थैंक यू बोलो तो बेटर गाड़ी मिलेगी. जो घर है उसके लिए थैंक यू बोलो तो बेटर घर मिलेगा. बॉडी अगर आपकी जैसी भी है, अभी जिसके लिए थैंक यू बोलो तो बेटर बॉडी मिलेगी. You have to be thankful for what you have right now. But if you criticize your car right now कि ऐसी गाड़ी है या ऐसा घर है या ऐसी बॉडी है, तो worst ही होगा. So gratitude is very, very important. Letting go of that fear is important. कि worst क्या हो जाएगा? Again, analyze करना है हम सबको. जब तक हम analyze नहीं करेंगे, तब तक हम surrender नहीं कर पाएंगे. Right? Now, this question was कि अगर मेरा, I'm holding on to this and I'm letting go, तो क्या मेरी income भी let go हो जाएगी? Now let's look at the answer. When the lower motivation has been let go, the mind automatically replaces it with a higher feeling and a higher motivation. What's wrong with enjoying earning or living instead of being driven by fear? The same activity will continue, but now from a pleasurable space. And it will start bringing in more rewards other than just financial. So this is also to be remembered कि जब हमारा diagram था, line of order थी, कोई भी lower vibration है, जब हम उसको let go करेंगे, automatically balance करने के लिए high vibration हमारे पास आ जाएगी. So तो बड़ा अच्छा है. Let go of a lower emotion, get a high emotion free. Isn't that amazing? So why should we not let it go? And जब हमारी higher motivation, higher inspiration, higher vibration आ रही है, अपने आप lower को छोड़ने से, so now that's an amazing bargain, I feel. That's really, really, really amazing. And once we do that, everywhere we find a positive change, not just in that particular financial thing, everywhere. That's what they say, abundance is not only financial abundance. Abundance is spiritual abundance. Abundance is your health abundance. Abundance is your relationships abundance. So why not? Another question that's coming up is, without guilt, would people misbehave? Now, again, similar to a previous answer, loving concern for others replaces inhibition due to guilt. The more loving we become, the more harmless we become to others and to society in general. When you are loving concern for the welfare of others, your own welfare will be taken care of and covered. So there's no need for guilt because it's going to be taken care of. I have a poor memory. Do you think I could learn this technique? There is nothing to memorize in learning this technique. There's a simple way to letting go. As yet, we have not heard of anyone unable to learn it. So all we have to do is just put some cues to remind. Sometimes I think I'm letting go and sometimes I'm not sure. I get confused. What is the problem? Looking at the resistance to the process of surrendering itself, are there any negative thoughts, doubts, or feelings about your ability to do the technique? Let go of all of resistance, come up, accept them, and let them go. Clarify your intention to become a happier, more loving, and peaceful person. So there is no confusion, there's no problem, nothing. Keep letting go, keep letting go. And the minute you're becoming happier, lighter, you know that you're doing the right process, nothing can be wrong. Now, the last section on this beautiful question answer page is about surrender to the ultimate. The ultimate, we know the ultimate is Paramatma, the ultimate reality. You mentioned surrender at great depth as a method by which we experience ultimate reality. Can you describe what occurs? So let's understand. We might call it the final run. As you apply the letting go technique for every area of your life, without exception, the energy of spiritual work gets stronger and stronger. There is the fixity of attention, the relentless saying with the method, no matter what is going on. So one thing is, जब हम अपने human clutter से कम हो जाएंगे, when this energy will not deplete us. So obviously energy रहेगी हमारी body में. So automatically spirituality में ध्यान जाएगा. Spirituality does not mean puja part. It does not mean religion. It means we will be able to link better with our higher self. It means that अभी तक हम logic पे जा रहे थे, अब हम अपनी guidance पे जाएंगे. ये connect strong होता चला जाएगा. Like now, after practicing unified for I don't know how many months, 6, 8, 10 months probably, automatically every time I'm connected with my higher self. I just know this tingles without asking for a cue. I know it tingles and I know I'm being guided. So it's so beautiful to live with your higher self when you know that, that's the only truth. And whatever's happening is just happening. Some people say, I've done spiritual work off and on for 30 years and I'm still where I was. They've meditated a little here, there, prayed a little here, gone to a workshop, heard a speaker, read a book, and it has all been sporadic. That's all right. You're busy in the world and accumulating data that you know you're going to use at a later date. So one thing is, never discount yourself कि मैंने इतना कुछ किया फिर भी मैं यहाँ फंसा हूँ. आपने जो कुछ भी किया वो आपकी आत्मिक जर्नी पे आपके साथ रहेगा. Whatever you have acquired will never stay out. Your these one-to-one days will stay with you. I mean, आपको अभी realize नहीं हो रहा, later realize होगा. They will always stay with you and they will add value to you in this life or the next. So first, never stop discounting yourself if you're doing so. कि अरे temporary था, लंबा नहीं चला, because temporary हो सकता है अगर आप उसको नहीं follow करें. Well, that's always there. That's as simple as you can't be with a dietitian or with a doctor all your life. You will be only with him or her till the time you're being healed. Once you've learned how to go about it, they will say, now practice this in your lifestyle. But if you forget to practice it, either you'll get your weight will go up down, or your bimari will come back because you haven't practiced what you've been taught by the doctor or the nutritionist. Similarly, these beautiful books have taught us some sciences. If we remember to take them further, we will benefit out of them. If not, it's all lost for a cause, but it's embedded in our mind and it'll never be lost from there for sure. And kabhi na kabhi you will come back to it. But then there comes a time when it means to do whatever practice you're doing without exception all the time. The devotion to truth becomes overwhelming. It isn't that you're driving it, you're being pulled by your own destiny. It is by your own karmic commitment that you've chosen the ultimate destiny. At that point, let's say, use a technique of surrender. This means to surrender and let go of everything at the very moment it arises. It happens in 1 to 10,000 of a second, it's coming. It peaks, it leaves. So every feeling, every thought, every desire, you let go at the peak of it. This becomes continuous non-stop. So the more we practice, the more you will be closer to your ultimate destiny, the more you will be closer and you will be aware that, okay, it's come up and it has to go. Whatever comes, goes, even thoughts come and they go. So again, we keep letting go, letting go, letting go. Now, as mentioned earlier, I remember letting go of a severe attachment for 11 days, sitting and doing nothing but letting go of the attachment. Every thought, every feeling, every memory, everything about it as it arose, it was surrendered. The grief that we felt, we lose a member of a family, is not just about losing that person here and now. It's an accumulation of the energy of all the deaths from all the lifetimes. This particular surrender was non-stop for 11 days, mornings and night. Finally, it stopped, gone forever, never again to be subject to that. So again, let's remember, बहुत ज्यादा अगर हमारी अटैचमेंट किसी चीज से है तो बहुत ज्यादा काम करना पड़ेगा लेट को करने पे. हर थॉट, हर फीलिंग, हर मेमोरी, बहुत कुछ आएगा. Like अब इसमें they've talked about a family member being lost, so obviously the grief is high. अब even Hinduism में 13 दिन का time होता है, right? So it takes time to just let them go, but if you keep mourning about it, it's important to mourn. फीलिंग्स आ रही हैं, उनको आने देना, बट वो फीलिंग्स आकर अब आप उसके साथ बहुत ज्यादा रो रहे हो, हाथ पांव पटक रहे हो, या फीलिंग्स आ रही हैं, you're like, okay, but this is the truth. Are you reacting or are you responding? If you keep responding, ultimately letting go will work and you'll be lighter, you'll be able to accept जो हुआ है. So serious spiritual work is a continuous willingness to let things go as they arise. It is a willingness to surrender, wanting to control everything as it arises, the willingness to surrender, wanting to change it, and to have it our way. Very often there will be illusions about the nature of reality that have also be let go. That there's a good, that there's a bad, there's a desirable, there's undesirable, that's all in the mind. In reality, the sun shines and then the clouds come. The rains fall and the grass grows up and dies. The stock market goes up and down. Age comes and goes. People arise and leave. So there's the ebb and flow. If you are at this one point of the cycle, there is no use in crying about it because the cycle will cycle itself out. By surrendering to whatever is cycling up, it eventually disappears. You disappear it by choosing to be one with it and refusing to want to change it as it arises. Do this continuously, no matter what, non-stop. Let's trust the process of life, my dear friends. Very important to trust the flow. Very important कि anything which comes जहाँ हमें heaviness लगे, ज़्यादा over attachment लगे, we just let go. Knowing that, this is how life is. Today's सुबह today's सुबह शाम को रात होगी, शाम होगी, रात होगी. This is how it is. People will come, people will go. Everything, nothing is constant, right? अगर हमने इवन फाइनेंशियल देखा हो फैमिलीज में, पूरा ग्राफ ऊपर का ही तो नहीं रहता ना, डिप भी आता है. कहते हैं थर्ड जनरेशन डिप्स द मनी एंड देन अगेन द नेक्स्ट जनरेशन मेक्स इट, स्टार्ट मेकिंग इट. This is how life is. Let's accept the process, yet let's pray for the best without being attached. And once we continuously work on it, we will only master the science of letting go. This means that you cannot make an exception here or an exception there. It means continuously and with everyone and everything. The one or two things you hide behind probably represents a stack. That's why you're hanging on to them. It's not just this annoying person you hate. They represent a whole stack of their energy in you. You can't just skip over your mother-in-law. So I do not know why everyone in the world talks about mother-in-law, daughter-in-law relationship being heavy, but apparently it must be. I have no idea about it. So the energy that you're feeling probably for that word is before you're married only. I think it's hawa bana dete. So you know ki arey hawa to hai, that's how it's going to be. So if you're having negative energy about her, it's probably not about her, it's about the image. Let go. If you start considering that, okay, she's my mom and not my mom-in-law, maybe it'll make a difference. And the mother-in-law may say, no, I am your mother-in-law, I'm not your mother. Yet it'll make a difference because probably she's saying so, but your energy will change her energy also. Remember, negative energy nikalti hai, the positive energy aati hai, apne aap balance karti hai. So enjoy the focus of life and enjoy the magic and let the magic unfold. Eventually, everything is surrendered that stands in the way of the presence. The presence is so obvious, so startling, so overwhelming. There is no question about it. It is profound, total, all-encompassing, absolutely overwhelming, totally transforming, and completely unmistakable. When everything is surrendered that stands in the way, it is there shining brilliantly forth. So this in itself is so beautiful. जब सब कुछ हमने surrender कर दिया, तो क्या मिलेगा हमें? Oneness मिलेगी. This beautiful connectedness मिलेगी with ourself, our higher self, and with the Lord himself. So what's going to shine out totally will be the transformational versions of ourselves, unmistakably magical, unmistakably shining like a diamond, like just a true spirit which is inside us. Instead of viewing this as something in the future, own it now. Enlightenment is not something that occurs in the future. After 50 years sitting cross-legged and saying Om, it is right here in this instant. Now this, in my opinion, is one of the most profound lines. Har minute hum enlightenment ke paas ja rahe hote hain. It doesn't mean that we have to be yogi to be in the Himalayas and to be chanting without food, to be meditating. We can be enlightened even as householders. It is right here in this instant. The reason you're not experiencing the state of total peace and timelessness is because it is being resisted. It is being resisted because you are trying to control the moment. If you let go of trying to control your experience of the moment, and if you constantly surrender it like a ton of music, then you live on the crest of the exact alwaysness. Get this very, very, very clear once again. हम जितना रेजिस्ट करेंगे उतना वो ज्यादा आएगा, जितना हम कंट्रोल करना चाहेंगे उतना वो हमें कंट्रोल करेगा. So do we want to get controlled by something that we want to control? Do we want to resist कि अरे ये चीज नहीं होनी चाहिए और वही चीज हो रही है? So we have to let it go. जब हम let it go करेंगे तब उसकी isness में आएंगे, उसकी alwaysness में आएंगे. वो जैसा है उसको enjoy कर पाएंगे. अभी तो हम क्या करना चाह रहे हैं? बदलाव. ये ऐसे होना चाहिए. This is how I want it. So what are we doing? We are being control freaks. हम ट्रस्ट प्रोसेस ऑफ लाइफ को तो ट्रस्ट कर ही नहीं रहे. हम तो चेंज चाह रहे हैं. क्यों? बिकॉज द स्मॉल मी, आई मी एंड आई एम, ईगो मी बोल रहा है कि नहीं ये ऐसे ठीक है. बट एक्चुअली इसने बनाया था, हायर सेल्फ ने बनाया था इसको इस तरीके से एट द मोमेंट. हु एम आई टू चेंज दिस? The minute I start asking myself these questions, I become more humble, more grounded, more compassionate, more kind. Experience arises like a note of music. The minute you hear a note, it's already passing away. The instant you've heard it, it's already dissolving. So every single moment is dissolving as it arises. Let go of anticipating the next moment, trying to control it, trying to hang on to the moment that has just passed. Let go clinging to what has just occurred. Let go trying to control what you think is about to occur. Then you live in the infinite space of non-time and non-event. There is an infinite peace beyond description and your home. So let's again read this last paragraph to understand what is home for all of us. Do we understand what home is? Can someone tell me in the chat box? Or you can unmute yourself. What is home? Where will we all be home? जब हम जो चला गया उसको नहीं होल्ड कर रहे, जो भी एट द मोमेंट जो है उसको चेंज नहीं कर रहे, जो फ्यूचर में आने वाला चेंज नहीं कर रहे. हाँ, हम मैनिफेस्ट कर रहे हैं, हमारी इंटेंशन है, बट हम साथ में ट्रस्ट कर रहे हैं प्रोसेस को एंड बोल रहे हैं दिस इज समथिंग हाई एक्सपेक्टेबल एंड ऐसा ही होना चाहिए या ऐसा ही हो, ये मेरा एक संकल्प है, दिस इज माय विश. And uske baad we trust the process. Yes, Pratima ji, absolutely. Home is where heaven is. Home is where the divine is. Home is where God lives. And home is an infinite place where there's peace, where there's oneness, where there's brightness. So अगर हम सब अपनी लाइफ को में अटैचमेंट धीरे धीरे छोड़ दें, तो we will definitely be home and in this living space. We don't have to die and go home. Then we can find that home on earth. Let's not confuse home with the home we live in. Even the home that we live in can become the mirror of the home there if we do not control anyone. आपने किसी घरों में देखा होगा जहां बड़े कंट्रोल नहीं करते बच्चों को, अपनी ओपिनियन करने देते हैं, वहां everyone is blossoming like flowers. वहां पीस रहता है because nobody is controlling anyone. वहां everything is fine. So very important for us to become less control freaks. I can give you an example in my house. My in-laws never tell us to keep permission. We are typical Madus. We are Madus, not typical. कभी mom dad ने नहीं बोला कि तुम लोग permission लेके जाओ, just बता दो तुम लोग जा रहे हो. Because they trust us, right? ये नहीं कि शादी हो गई तो अभी भी वो पूछ के जाना है, करना है. हम रिस्पेक्ट से पूछ लें is different. So आपकी रिस्पेक्ट एंड लव बढ़ता है. पर जहां लोग कंट्रोल करते हैं, अरे बोल के जाना पड़ेगा, आपकी आईज भी ट्रोल होंगी. सो इफ यू ट्रस्ट द प्रोसेस इन लाइफ, इफ यू एंजॉय एवरी लिटिल बिट, इफ यू स्टॉप बिकमिंग अ कंट्रोलर ऑफ जो चला गया. अभी क्या होता है, पास चला गया उसको हम रिपीट करते हैं कि ऐसे हो जाता, ऐसे हो जाता. इट्स अ ख्याली पुलाव, राइट? जो हो गया वो हो गया, यू कांट रीडू इट. आई थिंक अबाउट इट. जो प्रेजेंट है वो भी अभी जा रहा है. एवरी सेकेंड इज गोइंग. लाइक इफ आई एम टॉकिंग राइट नाउ, it's all gone, it's not going to come back. So then what are we doing? Future will happen, but we can think that future can be better by sowing the right seeds right now. So ultimate reality kya hai? Right now. So enjoy right now the way it is and keep going home, keep finding infinite peace by letting go all the time. Thank you, Rahul sir. This book was surely very, very magical. And I think a lot of us have learned a lot of things about this book. And we've come to a point where I think, in my opinion, this book was the most profound book I've ever read in my life. I think it was one of the most magical books I brought in front of all of you, which is why the sessions for these books are open for all of you, because this book is the most magical book ever. And now it's time for me to just quickly run through what we've done in these one-to-one days. What was woven and what should we take forward in our journey to sustain the magic that we've created, the true transformation. So we did the very first book that it's very, very close to my heart, is the Book of Magic. So I believe magic is a gift from my business coach, Rahul Jain, to me. And then I brought this for everyone. This book talks about three beautiful things. First is gratitude. Then the fact that whatever you're expanding on gets expanded. So if I'm talking about gratitude, I only get that. This book also talks about how gratitude in relationships, in finances, in health works our way out. So actually, this book is all about gratitude, but it also brings a lot of things about change. So change happens when we have an inner shift. At the moment, we always thought कि ये बदलेगा तो मैं बदलूंगा, ये ऐसा होगा तो मैं खुश हो जाऊंगा. But this book has taught us, if you change within you, if you find things to be happy, things around you really change and you become in a very happy place. This book talks about gratitude. This book talks about your change in your being. It talks about how you are the solver for every single thing. It talks to you about being independent of anybody else. That the change happens within you, from you, and not through anybody else. That this was about that book. Second book which I loved in my life is Mirror Work. Mirror Work brought all of us to understand that we have an inner child. It talks to us about the inner demon that we are, like it was also in conjunction with the book we read, Letting Go. बहुत कुछ suppress, oppress किया होता है feelings में, emotions में as we're growing up. So we understand this in every part of us. And it's got a lot of exercises with mirror. So a lot of you had deep detoxing with a lot of crying and a lot of emotional vent out. So yeah, it healed you at a deep level. I can see Kamakshi laughing and smiling. So I know this book did a lot of good for a lot of you. So please, this was, if you want, you can practice this with your children because they need it more than we need it. We need it a lot, but when we're teaching this to them, we will be the learners. We will be the ones who will really benefit out of this. So I request everyone, if you have little ones at home or older ones also, just do this book with them. Make it a 21-day journey in your life. And even the magic book, it's a 30-day journey. If possible, these two books gift your children, definitely. Then creative visualization taught us how to create, how to manifest, how to think, how to meditate, how to go from a point number A to point number Z effortlessly. When you put efforts, it's against Mother Nature. लोग बोलते हैं बहुत effort करना पड़ता है. That in itself is against the flow. When you start enjoying your effort, it will become effortless. So this book talk about that. This book also busted some of our so-called myths and beliefs. And we just went with the creative flow and we realized that all of us have really, really, really benefited. Simple steps to impossible dreams. Now this book taught us that dreams सबके पास होते हैं. Some are possible, some seem impossible. How to strategize, how to break them through, how to make them into goals, into vision, into... There were lots of steps given in this book. And this is something which I always keep at my bedside because whenever, especially I'm coming up with a new concept, I keep going back to this book to understand whatever I missed. And whatever I missed, when it's in this book, it's bound to help. So that's something all of you can think about. Heart Thoughts was all about affirmations. We realized the power, the key of heart thoughts, affirmations, how important they are. Each means something, and this is what this book was all about. The more creative we became, the more we read this book, it busted us typical stuff. And we went out of the box in every chapter. We were like, such bizarre chapters. What is this book talking to us about? मतलब हमने कुछ सीखा कुछ और ये book बोल कुछ रही है. It made us think, it made us challenge. And the exercises it gave us at the end, which we discussed yesterday and the day before, please try and play those because it'll really shake us, break us, make us. But this book by Luke Cotino, the Magic Weight Loss Pill, it taught us about good lifestyle. So if we've embraced that, fabulous. If we've really worked on that, amazing. If we haven't, it's all right. Refuse to choose was about all of us not deciding, not choosing many things in our life, and we are procrastinating. Many of us realize that we are scanners, and we finally had compassion for ourselves. And why do I flicker so much? Why do I not be constant? Why am I the way I am? We finally got answers, and we understood why we can't choose because we went to do many, many things. And this book taught us that if I have multiple interests, how can I actually do all of them but one thing at one time and give myself timelines. It taught us as simple stuff as I could make goals for 3 months and 4 goals for 1 year. At the end of it, I realized that all four have come true, whereas even one couldn't have come true because I hadn't planned. So this book helped us there. Now, tapping into wealth worked very well for Kamakshi. Her salary went up as a doctor, right? So this book is amazing. If you really genuinely want to increase your abundance in finance, this book really helps. The more you tap, the more the energy and you use these practices. It's an EF technique. It's a beautiful technique. It really helps all of us, people whoever wants to work on it. What is EFT? Emotional freedom technique. So all of us have energy points here. Once you release them, the energy starts flowing, and then you can think correctly, act correctly, and get a lot of results out of it. It helps you in a lot of way, not only just financially, but inadvertently in the entire body. You have changes, and it really, really, really helps. And this book was one of my favorite books. Why? Because it firstly it made me aware that why am I doing these classes and why am I doing them for non-profit? Because this is my purpose. I'm a light worker, and this book showed me that how all of us can peep into the future as well. Right now, we're aware of what's happening here. This book was written in 2006, and it has things about now what's happening in life. It talked to us about so many things, and for those of us who like to know that what we'd like to do in future, read this book again because maybe your profession you'll know. Okay, this is going to happen in the future, so let me work on this right now. Okay, this will be mundane and obsolete, so let me not work on that. So, in fact, I'm reading this book again because I want to start something. I'm like, okay, let me see what's in the future. Let me see if I want to work on those lines. So, this is what we all did. And today, before we conclude, I'll first like to have a very beautiful meditation. We've done that before, but it's in sync with love and light. So, the series is called Love and Light, where love means let our virtues expand. So, all of us can fall in love with ourselves and with things that we do and enhance our own virtues. And light meant living in God's heightened terror. So all of us know that there is a one superpower which is ruling all of us. And we feel light in our energy when we are heightening up our own virtues, heightening up our own energy. So today we'll do divine love manifestation meditation. You anyways have access to it. And today let's talk about the light meditation. And thereafter, of course, we'll be open to all our sharings, all our conversations and whatever you want. I'm not in any time zone right now, so you can take as much time as you want, whoever. And then question answers, of course, if there are any, we can go about them. This meditation will be a little long, but I think let's just enjoy with gratitude. So much of light in us. Akshay, once again, a big thank you to you for recording the meditations. You and Shivani had been doing the magic. So thank you, my dear. So thank you, Akshay, once again in advance. Today's meditation will be called the light meditation. So for this, it's a very, very powerful meditation. I'll again repeat, this was channeled by the Maharishis to a man called Nishant. And this was first recited by Bindu Myra, one of my teachers. And I've shared the original track with all of you. Today, let's do it once again so that all of us can be connected with the divine energy. It's absolutely soulful. So let's go for it. So for this, everyone, let's just close our eyes and please check your postures. Please check your feet. Are you sitting grounded, cross-legged, or feet on the floor below? Hands comfortably resting on your laps. Eyes softly closed. Straight back. A soft smile on your faces. And take a deep breath in. And out. In and out. In We are now anchoring the light. Whenever you practice this meditation, you not only influence a major shift in your energy field, but also in that of your surroundings. If you meditate on this light meditation for 7 weeks consecutively, it is so magical that it clears out all your negative emotional baggage and the negative cords that drain your energy. It will help you harmonize your mind, body, and soul. This is the promise of the Maharishis, who are happy to help you because you are helping them in spreading the light and helping the sister Gaia, Mother Earth, who's hurt and troubled. Let the vision of a peaceful planet and universal oneness expand and energy merge. So be it. So be it. So be it. Steps for meditation. Let's all request the Divine Masters and the Maharishis to guide you, support you, protect you while you do this meditation by saying the Shambhala light invocation. Light, light in me. Light, light around me. Light, light that is part of me. Light, light of which I'm part of. Light, light, light. Guide me, O light. Fill me, O light. Heal me, O light. Protect me, O light. I now surrender to you, O light. I am light. I am light. I am light. So be it. Now let's do 7 rounds of breathing to balance the Ida and the Pingala Nadis, which are the main left and right nervous channel system carrying the cosmic energy in our energy body. So let's start breathing. Let's take a deep breath in. And out. Inhale. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. And out. In and out. In and out. In and out. And the last time, the 7th time for this morning. Once more, take a deep breath in. And out. Visualize an ocean of shimmering bluish white light above you. And imagine your Brahmarandra, your crown chakra, located at the top of your head, opening up in the form of 1,000-petaled white color lotus. start accepting the cosmic light of the masters in, from the bluish white light energy pouring into your Brahmarandra. Keep accepting the cosmic light. Let it pour down and fill your entire body, organ by organ. It is as if you're an empty bottle, and this light is filling your entire body, just as liquid flows in the bottle. It is filling you up from head to toe. At this point, the central nadi in your body, called Sushumna Nadi, is also getting filled with this brilliant healing light. After this light has filled your entire body, visualize it coming out from the pores of your skin. Imagine this light, which is now emanating from your skin, encompassing all that is around you. It is now glowing and covering your whole body in its brilliance. You are now sitting in a ball of healing divine bluish white light, and it radiates for about 7 feet in all directions from your body. Now keep your hands on your heart and mentally start sending out ripples of this healing energy in form of concentric circles all around you. Visualize it as if you have become a radio station, transmitting waves of pure consciousness. Alternatively, you can repeat the universal laws as mantra: love and light, love and light, while healing and sending out ripples of healing energy. These laws also then become your intention of sending out the healing energy. Whoever comes in this beautiful energy area is healed. Spread the radius of these ripples of light. Let it fill your room, the space around your home, your neighborhood, your city, the state that you live in, our country, and the whole of Earth and the whole universe. This energy blesses and heals everything that comes in contact with it, illuminating the minds and hearts of everyone. It connects with the whole of the universe. Keep spreading it until you feel totally connected to this universe. This is how you anchor the spiritual light of healing energy and pure consciousness. Focus your intention on spreading the love, light, peace, openness, oneness in the universe by sending out these ripples of consciousness in the form of the spiritual light. The Vedic shloka can be recited. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, which means that all planes of existence be comfortable, at poise, and contented. Let there be peace and harmony in the universe. So be it. Towards the end of this meditation, you can raise your hands in the blessing position and use this excess spiritual energy created to bless your health, your finances, career, relationships, etc. You can also focus your intentions to bless specific areas on earth or specific people in your life going through a rough time. Bless them with courage, love, and light. After finishing the last step, mentally thank the masters, Maharishis, and all the gurus for healing you and making you a divine channel of light. Rest for a moment or two and take a few deep breaths. You can chant the spiritual mantra like Om Namah Shivaya or Om Shanti Shanti. You can repeat any specific affirmation for world peace or mentally pray. The world is healing. The world's becoming more spiritual. Mother Earth is going through ascension. And all humankinds are finding the shift. The usual duration of this meditation could be a minimum of 10 minutes and can be stretched as per your comfort. Now you can gently take a few deep breaths once more and slowly rub your hands. Now press your hands on your eyes, on your face, on your full body, back, hands, front, and ever so gently open your eyes with a big smile on your face. Let there be love, let there be light. Lots of love and blessings. May all sentient beings be blessed. May all life forms be blessed on Mother Earth and in all possible planets. Love, light, and blessings. Ruchi, Pratima ji, Vijay ji, Akshay, Usha ji, Manish, Kunal, Shivani, Manisha, Richa, Dr. Kamakshi, Anita, Shami, Ankur, Arvindji, Kunjanji, Rahul sir, Amrita ma'am, and to every sentient being. Lots of love and light. Be blessed. I find this meditation very, very, very powerful, especially because it's been channeled. So it's very powerful. All right. Time for anyone to share whatever they want to share. Any questions, any reflections, anything that you wish. It's an open platform. And one thing I want to do is, Rahul sir has sent a lot of our, files, his updates We will have a certification ceremony or a gratitude ceremony in a couple of days. He's under the weather. So let him become okay. If all is well, maybe the 12th. We'll let you know. We'll send the flyers. Amita will be sending that. So we'll again catch up. And this time I'll probably invite the old Sangha Mitras as well, because day after will mark a year of mornings for me. So it's been a very enlightening journey for a lot of magical you. So thank you for being there in this journey. I really, truly am overwhelmed. And I'm so, so, so grateful to a lot of people, especially 3 people I'd like to really, right now talk about. Pratima ji, you've shared your love and your light so beautifully with me. And I think, thank you for choosing and thank you for being guided to join this. I think I have no words. I really have no words. Anyone can unmute themselves. It's absolutely okay. Akshay, I do not know what made you choose to join here, and then you were the light for so many people to join in. And I am so blessed to have you. It's just been so overwhelming. Richa, you've been with me in all the 3 series, and I'm very, very grateful to you as well. Thank you, my dear. It's really been special. And Shivani, of course, you've been with me for Rahul sir. You can allow everyone to unmute. And Shivani, you've been with me for 2 series, and it's been really a pleasure. And for everyone else, Usha ji, you've been with us for 2 series. You've really given me strength, and it's really, really been amazing. So have Shami and Ankur been. I think they were there from Life Transformation Series 2 and 3. I'm not sure. So thank you so much, everyone. It's really been amazing. Yes, Fatima ji, you wanted to share something?
I think, Prachi, this 1 year has been the most wonderful year. I begin the day with positivity, progress, and Prachi. Prachi has been that progress and positivity in my life, and I'm so, so grateful to you for these wonderful days that you have been. This pandemic has been a blessing, I think, for me at least, because I've been with you all throughout, and it's been a wonderful journey. Wonderful journey being with everyone and the sharing, which has made so much of a difference in everyone's life. So it is all to you, Prachi. I'm from the core, I'm so blessed and so happy and so grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pratima ji. Thank you for
And this will miss you every morning.
We'll be back. We'll definitely touch base again. Thank you for your love. Lots of thank yous. Thank you. Always heartwarming to hear her. So thank you, Pratima ji. Thank you so much. If anybody wants to raise a hand, maybe you can raise your hand. I can unmute you. But just that it's been, yes, Richa.
Good morning, Prachi.
Good morning.
First of all, I would like to say thank you so much for being with you. It's wonderful, and now it's in a habit actually. So like, when we depart now, so I have a heavy heart right now. From tomorrow morning, I don't see you. Like it's really, really a life-changing series. It's a very good mix. Your name is wonderful. Life Transformation Series 3 and 3 being the number of creation, you have created a lot of things in me. Really, I'm so blessed to be with you.
Thank you, Richa. Thank you for being here from day one. Really means a lot to be together in this journey. So thank you, darling. God bless
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yes, Akshay, you can go next.
Hi, good morning, Dee.
Good morning.
Thank you very much. I just want to reflect, when we were doing Rahul sir's course, and then in one of the in our BMP groups, I got that message that you were doing the first batch of the Magic Book with the students of Sunbeam School.
Yeah.
That is when I shared it on my family group, and I said that whoever wants to join, please join in. And then I joined 2 or 3 classes, and I really felt nice. And then I specially called up each one of my family members to do join in. And then came LTS 1, and my bhabis joined, Ankita joined, I joined. We were the 4 of us.
Yeah.
In the first batch during the pandemic, I personally saw the shift that was happening in the conversation within my family. And then came LTS 2. So Sanya Didi joined, and with her, Rigu Didi and Naveen Jaiji joined. And then came LTS 3, and some more people joined. So it's been a wonderful journey. I look forward to every morning to being here. Sometimes I've missed, but I did catch up with the videos.
No, but you were so regular in messaging me that, you couldn't come for some XYZ reasons and you would catch up. So I think hats off to your consistency and discipline. So thank you, Akshay. You've been such a sweetheart.
And the
Thank you
best
for
part is that, I personally feel that whenever you are feeling low in life, my elders always used to say कि धन्यवाद करो, gratitude करो, but मुझे वो चीज़ कभी ऐसे समझ में नहीं आती थी. But now in the last 1 year, whenever I'm feeling low, the only thing I choose to do is express more and more gratitude. And whenever I'm traveling, I sit back and I just close my eyes and keep on thanking for everything that I have. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
Be blessed, my loved one. Thank you so much, Akshay. God bless you. Yes, Ushaji, the ever smiling Ushaji. So many goals. I think I'm very grateful to Meetu and to Rahul sir that you came in my life. It's such a beautiful blessing. Please share.
थैंक यू प्राची, थैंक यू सिखाने के लिए. इससे पहले इस वर्ड का इतना मतलब नहीं पता था कि इसमें इतनी पावर है. और अभी जो लेट इन गो का तो रिजल्ट मेरे को अभी मिल रहा है कि हम सबको कोविड है, पर हमें पता भी नहीं कि हमें सबको कोविड. हम इतना इजीली ले रहे हैं इस चीज को. वी ऑल आर इंजॉइंग जैसे कुछ हुआ ही नहीं है. हमने अपने आप को सरेंडर कर दिया है. तो थैंक यू वेरी मच. अब ये 242 डेज के बाद में समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि अब हम करेंगे क्या.
Now you're on your own after puri family. No, you all are inspiration for me, Usha ji. Jay, Jia, you, Meetu, Bhuvan, Sakshi, Jianji, all of you. I mean, you were one family, everyone with me in morning and evening sessions. I think I'm so grateful that I could see that beautiful shift in all of you, and it's all thanks to the Almighty. So
हमारी फैमिली में सबको पता है कि प्राची कौन है. Everybody knows प्राची. प्राची का इतना इम्पैक्ट है हमारे घर पे कि आई रियली ए वेरी बिग थैंक यू. मतलब मैं बता नहीं सकती. और मैंने बहुत सारे लोगों को सिर्फ थैंक यू बोलने का कहा और सो मैनी मतलब जो वो रिवर्ट किया उन्होंने कि सच में थैंक यू बोलने से बहुत फायदा हो रहा है. आई एम सो थैंकफुल टू यू. थैंक यू.
thank you, Usha ji, for your love. I'm missing Gyanji here, but thank you so much. God bless you.
एक्चुअली हमें कोविड और वो फ्री है, इसलिए वो अलग सेपरेट होके बैठे हैं.
आजकल ये हो जाता है जो कोविड फ्री होते हैं, they have to quarantine actually. So
और जय और जिया के लिए तो जैसे गोल्डन पीरियड हो रहा है, उसको अपने मम्मी पापा के साथ पूरा 24 आवर्स मिल रहे हैं.
They are adorable children. And God bless you all as a family. It's beautiful. The other day when I come to your house, I saw that magical rock which you had found. And Jia was so excited about
जिया
it.
का
So how
फोकस
beautiful.
है, कहीं पे जाती है वहां से हमेशा लेके नानी देखो मैं इतने सारे मैजिक स्टोन्स लेके आई हूँ. शी इज रियली थैंक यू फॉर इवॉल्विंग our whole family.
No, I'm so grateful that Lady Circle had that evening session for children. And I could do that for Twinklers. It was beautiful. बहुत मजा आया. It was lovely.
Thank you.
So I'm so glad. Thank you, Usha ji. Yes, Vijay ji, what do you want to share? Thank you, ji. हाँ जी, Vijay ji, I've unmuted you. Please bole.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Prachi, for changing my lifestyle. I usually do not get up at 5 o'clock. Everything has changed now. Getting up at 5, being regular, having positive mindset all day and in gratitude mode. Wherever I feel problem in life, I send a lot of gratitude, and that is the way whole mindset, whole energy level in me has changed.
How wonderful.
The course has been fantastic.
I'm so
And
glad that you were with us and you were diligent. You were so regular, which is something I applaud. So a lot of people register and then they go off track, but you were all the time there. So that's hats off to you. It's your commitment.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful being with you on journey.
Thank you so much. Yes, Kunjanji. Barely saw you, but I'm so glad to hear you. I mean, yes, please. You have to unmute yourself, Kunjanji. Yeah, now.
Okay, thank you, Prachi ji. Yeah,
Thank you.
so actually, you have been amazing throughout the session, and I am really sorry I could not attend few sessions. Actually, after Dev Deepavali, I have been missing you, but could not message you because Shikha got a ligament injury, during
Oh,
the Dev Deepavali event there itself. So
I did see some. Yeah, okay, yeah, right, yeah.
yeah, so since then we have been just caring for her and all. And it's still the problem is there, and
Right.
even I'm right not feeling well, having COVID right now. But still,
Oh,
today was a long session, so I just thought to join Akshay. I discuss Akshay almost on those daily basis. So it was so I have to complete this. Uh, and you have been as amazing because whenever we do the meditation with you, uh, it gives me so much energy and the positivity I can't tell you. And when we have said it together, the power and the magic, so that is amazing. And I'm thankful to you for throughout my life for that.
Kunjanji. So for this, I must tell everyone, the meditations began with Kunjanji. He told me we used to study a power book, a magic book in the morning with a few of RJ sir students. And that time I hadn't really begun the morning sessions. And he said कि आप meditation करवा सकते हो, आपकी आवाज में बहुत magic है. And I'm like, नहीं, मैंने कभी करवाई नहीं, I have no idea, मैं तो करती रहती हूँ. But he said, नहीं, आप करवा के देखो. So thank you, Kunjan ji. You gave me the gift of,
No, no,
leading meditation.
it's your all effort. I have just ignited you, nothing else. So it is all your effort, I would say.
Thank
And
you,
then you will
Kunjan,
continue. My pleasure.
so much. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Soon.
Always.
Lots of love.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Yes, Kunal. Good to see you after a long gap.
Yes, I've been absent for quite some time, but the power of magic and gratitude has been with me throughout. I do want to say a big thank you to you and also my group, which has been a big anchor. I think I don't know about others, but my group has been super active. So every time when somebody puts in that they've written their gratitudes, they've written their affirmation, it is just a reminder that if you miss something, you have to go back and do it. So even though I've been absent for quite some time, I think this is something that will stay for me forever. So thank you so much for bringing this to us.
Wonderful. Thank you, Kunal. Thank you for sharing your light. Thank you so much. And I also want to mention Dr. Kamakshi, you're a doctor, and yet you've been here every single morning. And you've really done it. You've raised the bar, I think, for professionals who are looking out for Solace. And thank you for sharing so beautifully all your light about your breakthroughs. And it'll be nice to hear from you if you'd like to say something. I mean, whatever, if you think. Yes, please.
Thank you, Prachi. Thanks a lot. Life has really become magical. Matlab, I have recorded my meditation. It starts with life is being magical. You've changed the perception of my life. And I'm really very thankful to Sania Bhabhi because she kept on insisting that you join this group, this LTS3. And Rigu and Naveen Ji was always there to guide because Naveen Ji was like, "Haan, I enjoyed it." And the main thing which mattered me was that Sania Bhabhi told me I was also planning that I should shut down few weight, and I was very happy with COVID, which went Delta variant, which went. Now, I saw people crying and they were separated. I thought ki relationship itne matter hi nahi karte, everybody is alone. But I joined this. I did Duke Cotonou. It helped. Some of its policies help, like that oil pulling. I'm still doing it. It's very good. And raw till the morning, and it gave me a lot of energy. Then you came. In the beginning, I was always asking the questions and the terminology that don't expand the things. And so I used to sit back and think about it. And mirror work gave a lot of shattering to me. It shattered me. I called you up and it changed myself because I started looking at the inner child. It started loving, and then I started spreading love. Being a happy-go-lucky person, I was thinking, everything is good, but still the mental level was not at peace. And then one fine day, when you were asked the question, "What is love for all of you? What do you mean by love?" And for the term which is coined in this chapter, that let our virtues expand. पहले मेरे को समझ नहीं लगता था कि इसका क्या मतलब है, लेकिन फिर मैंने 2-3 दिन उसके बारे में सोचा कि लेटा वर्चूज में, तो फिर I got an enlightenment कि it's such a beautiful thing कि हाँ कि it's such a beautiful thing कि हम अपने वर्चूज को ही नहीं एक्सपैंड करने देते. Then the meaning of light, मतलब बहुत gradually when you seep in, I found a lot of change. अभी during COVID time I had to go for an operation, so we have to take off our jewelry. I forgot to keep it at home. So I took it off और वो वहीं पे रह गई and I lost it. और उसके बाद मुझे घर आके कोई फील नहीं हुआ. मुझे लगा कि जैसे you said कि मैं कहा it is good, let it be helpful for somebody else, let that goal be make somebody else happy. And seriously, thanks to you.
Oh,
Thanks a lot. I'm at peace and I feel really happy. I do tapping and now I am into this letting go book. I never feel ki we are departing because the moment I'm not attending the sessions, I'm not able to come in the morning. So your YouTube session, the moment you opened it up, मेरे को लगता है मेरी regularity down हो गई कि हाँ, now I have YouTube session. Or I listen whenever I'm off duty, whenever I'm traveling. So that is helping, and I'm planning to do that letting go again with your
you
YouTube
should,
session.
yes. All of us should.
And the books are so good, and I want ki thoda 21 days ki power of 21 days na, just do something, because you've taught me whatever I do for 21 days, it comes true. और जो term आप कहते हो कि wherever I go prosperity follows, wherever I go abundance follows, मुझे ना ऐसी फीलिंग आती थी कि लक्ष्मी देवी बन गए हैं कि wherever I go ना I move पीछे पीछे ढेर सारा चीजें आए. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kamakshi. No, I have been guided for 3 programs, 7 days, 14 days, and 21 days, but I haven't downloaded all the information. So once I sit down to do it, and that takes time, it takes about 6-7 hours. So I'm now going to look at my morning tomorrow and see what's going to come forth. So I think something will come up. Let's see, because the idea is to touch as many lives and bring them in the world of light. That's all. There's so much of darkness around us, uncertainty around us. So let's hope for the best. Together we'll work on this. So thank you, Kamakshi. You've always been a beautiful, you've always shared reflections from your heart, and they've really meant. Thank you.
Thank you. I love Pratima ji. I love Usha ji. मतलब मैंने कभी देखा, I've just on this virtual platform, like I've started loving each of you. It's too good to be there. Even I'm having COVID, but I'm thinking I'm free. Everybody in our house is free. I'm telling them ki roam about, nothing is there. Everybody's okay.
Lovely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Manish ji, how are you feeling? What's up with you? Tell me.
I'm fine, ma'am. First of all, extremely grateful and thankful for the direction and guidance introducing me to this lovely session. Although I lost focus midway, but this session will be there for the entire lifetime for all the co-seekers. And it has introduced us to a new way of thinking. There is a paradigm shift, and how we looked into our life, and now how we will be dealing in future and present. So many thank you. Virtually, you are our guru, and I don't know how many co-seekers are manifesting about it, but I am manifesting it for 1-to-1 years with you, so that you are not alone.
Inshallah.
That will be the true Guru Dakshina for you. So
I really wish you so much of beautiful health, and I just wish this cancer just fades away like this.
yes.
So I want you to remind you for cancer when I got it and I named it. So just take that, like a sharing with me. Count and now celebrate and now count each realm. Cancer actually comes to all of us for a reason. So just keep celebrating it and keep being thankful that it's come to teach me something. Enjoy it. And chutti ho jayegi aise. It's just going to go. I'm waiting for you to, you must tell me when you're completely free of it. I think we should celebrate that day.
Yes.
And I want to thank Anju ji from Australia. The reason she was so worried about you and she called me that, you must have Manish with you. So very sweet of her to. She was with me in Sangha 1. So very, very beautiful of her to, have both you and me connect. So keep being healthy. And your smile inspires all of us. Everything about you is so inspirational. So thank you for being you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Lots of love. Shivani, would you like to share something? And after that, Manisha, the most passive, huh? कुछ बोलती नहीं हो और इतना कुछ करती रहती हो. You must share. Shivani, you want to say something? I can see. If you want to, if anybody, I'm not going to put anybody in a spot and say, but yeah, it's always nice I like to meet all of you. Like so I thought maybe. So I think Shivani is not saying anything. Manisha, I'm going to put you in a spotlight. I mean, I'm going to ask you. So, जो भी comfortable रहता है, please बोलो ना.
Hello, good morning, Prachi ji. I'm so happy to be a part of this journey. Like, मैं कल से सोच रही हूँ कि what will I do from tomorrow morning? I am really going to miss you in this morning session, but I want to be in touch with you. I am blessed to be a part of this spiritual journey. I first got introduced to you in the evening session, and I think I got this link from some group, and
I wasn't.
And I got.
Okay.
In the evening session, I started mirror work with you.
Right.
And मैंने उसी समय manifest किया था कि I will do the morning sessions with you. And with God's grace and blessings, I joined with you. Okay. I mean, I look forward. You've changed my life. In this cold, I'm from the Northeast, right. And it's very cold out here. But, you've changed my life. I look forward to waking up at 5 in the morning to be with you. So मैं कल से सोच रही हूँ मैं क्या करूँगी सुबह 5 बजे से, and I'm so happy that you're going to announce another session. You're going to start. मतलब I've become totally addicted to you and your voice, and you've transformed my life. Actually, you've transformed. मतलब you've put my feelings. I start the morning with so much energy and power that stays with me throughout the day. So thank you so much.
And thank you for sharing. I barely heard you. You've been like a silent killer. So I was like, today I must hear you.
Yeah.
And I had no clue आप शाम को थे because so many people used to log on, so कभी ध्यान नहीं दिया. Imagine today, the last day I get to know that we've had a journey before.
Yes. So, and always, हमको लगता था, how will I do my MIS, because I was scared to do that, कि with so much, schoolwork and housework and everything, but you've added an extra hours in my life, you added, it's not 24 hours, I think it's 27, 28 hours after joining this journey.
मेरे 48 है, आपके अगर 28 भी हो गए, तो I'm happy. How wonderful, how wonderful.
And you're actually spreading light in my life. I wish I'd met you earlier. And thank you for
a reason.
Yes. And I look forward to all the class journeys with you again. I know this is the beginning and not the end.
How wonderful. Yes, it is truly a beginning.
Love you so much.
Love you, Manisha. Thank you. Yes, Shivani, my dear.
So, Prachi, first of all, sorry for the past 1 month. It was crazy, but yes, because of you, it was magical also. Because every time I put an intention that okay, I'm going to go for this event and let it be seamless. Let me enjoy. Let me look the best, and that I got that magical outcome. It was something. मतलब what I read in magic, the magnificent outcome was there throughout the month, and I don't know, it was just magical. Then I just told you on 31st, we had this fire in the house. First time it was there. Our entire utility room was burned. And Amit and myself, we were totally calm about it. We were like, okay, 21 has taken all the bad vibes. Everything is okay. It's fine. It had to go. For 10 years, the products had served their purpose, and now they said, okay, we are tired, can't serve you any longer, and they just went. And after that, both of us sat down and we had enjoyed our dinner.
Wow. Amazing. So I think we've lost Shivani's voice, but always a pleasure to hear her.
say that the kind of changes. And Abhi, I was doing the let go question and answers, and finally, one thing I had holding on to, I just released it somehow. It just released. I came to terms with it. I had not been acknowledging it. I was putting it back of my mind, and I've just let it go.
Very
And
nice.
thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shivani. Thank you so much. And another constant people have been Shammi and Ankur. So would you like to put on your cameras and say something, or you're happy with your written message? And Pratima ji, for you, you never disturb me. It's a pleasure. Just that one thing I told you, which you're following very beautifully. I said, dependent mat ho jayega, which you've taken in very beautifully. So I'm so happy. And Ruchi, I think you haven't shared anything either, right? Smiling away. Chalo, share karo. Itna actively padhi ho pure series mein. Whenever my voice was going, you were there to fill up. So a big thank you to you and to Akshay for reading, and Richa. So all of you really were amazing. Want to say something?
Yeah, thank you, Prachi. So Radhika introduced me. She knew what I was going in my life, through my life. She told this is something you need to do. And believe me, I'll always be thankful to her and to you. And similar like others, what will I do from tomorrow? I really don't know. And my husband, like, he's in the sleepy mode, but he's like, okay, I listen half of the calls. Don't worry. I know what's going on. What you're doing, I really know. Don't worry about it. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear. God bless you. And thank you for everything. Thank you so much. You can unmute yourself. I have given you a thing. I know it's dark, you say. But if you want to say something, we can hear you. But okay, so people are sleeping around. That's okay. Then don't you worry. I've got your gratitude and you always have been there. So thank you so much. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making life so beautiful every day, seeing your smiling faces in the morning, especially the ones with the cameras on. It gave me a lot of energy. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Be blessed, my loved ones. Life is magical. You are magical. And you can make everything possible just with your mere intention, your will. So keep your will there, keep your intention there, keep your salvadal there. And whatever you learned here, nothing fades. It's going to be here with you forever. Just know one thing, that you know the above Almighty, He has made you in His image. उन्होंने आपको एक artist and creator बनाया है. So whatever you want, you can create. Just be grateful and life is going to be absolutely amazing. And to all the authors we've read, you want to revisit them sometime, revisit them. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And our world, as Manisha says, is just beginning now. It's a new journey. So let's embrace the journey with a lot of gratitude, with a lot of love, with a lot of light. Let's be blessed. And thank you, Rahul, for walking in our life in this series 3. You were so wonderful. And I think mere words aren't enough. Without you, the session wouldn't have happened in the morning. We had back to back, one book, then the second book, then the yoga, then the third book, then the fourth book, then the meditation. And it's all because of you, Rahul, that it all came true. And the MISs and the broadcasting. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And Amrita, together, both of you, I know will make our MIS and we'll have a ceremony soon. So a big thank you to all of you. And at this juncture, I want to really thank my very, very dear friend from Sunbeam Mughal Sarai, the owner, Shweta. And she and I I just, she called me to inspire some of her students, and I don't know how the magic book began, and it's never been a look back. So without Shweta, this journey would never have been. So big thank you to her as well on this special day. Lots of love and light to every one of you. May you all blossom in life. Anita, thank you for joining the morning batch after the evening. You were so regular in the evening and you've been so regular in the morning. Good to see you and thank you for being here. I hope you took back stuff and you what you came here for. I hope all of that came true. So thank you for that. Thank you for everyone. Lots of love and light to you. Akshay, want to say something?
On behalf of our entire Sangha, I want to thank Rahul sir, Amrita ma'am, Shweta di, and the entire team of Bond 121. And just a request, the YouTube channel of Bond 121 is a treasure house. So we just wanted to stay. Because the last time we lost it, we were all in panic. I especially was in panic.
We are hoping to still, I believe in magic, Akshay, and I'm still hoping that the first channel also comes back. And then this one, we just merge with that. So we're still hopeful. I never say never. So hoping that even that will come back.
So there are times, So there are times when we want to reflect on certain learnings and, you know, certain sessions. So we
Yeah.
can immediately go back and log on to that session and review.
We'll be careful this time.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Akshay. Lots of love, everyone. Keep shining bright, the bright stars that you all are. You know, all know you have a space and you're the unique ones. So enjoy that process. Thank you, and lots of love and lots of light. Be blessed, my loved ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we call it a day. I will not say see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock, same time, no same place. No, I'm going to see you some part in our spiritual world, in some session or somewhere. And you know, you can always WhatsApp me and be in touch with me. I have your back. Lots of love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to feel the absence for sure. All right. Thank you. You can all leave. I'll be the last one to leave. So you can all leave the session. I'd be happy to see all of you go one by one. So please, I take your leave. Akshay can log off. All right, everyone. I'm waiting for you all to log off. Today, I'll be the last one. Yes. Thank you for going. Thank you, everyone. Be blessed. Bye, Manisha. Bye, Kanal. Bye, Kunjanji. Bye, Shammi. Bye, Ankur. Bye, Shivani. Usha ji. Thank you, everyone. Pratima ji. You have to leave, Pratima ji. If you can't be here, Ruchi and Pratima ji, time to leave. Usha ji, bye-bye. See you. ये तो मैं और आप यहीं पर रह जाएंगे. Usha ji, I'll take your leave. Bye, Kumjan ji. Pratima ji, I know you're not feeling so good. It's all right. We'll meet soon. You and I'm connected. Chaliye, let's leave the group. Rahul, I think, has things to do. Chaliye. I'd be removing people now. Thank you, Kunjanji. Thank you. Thank you, Rahul. Thank you so much. Let's be in touch. Thank you.